Pisces, I legit just did your video and some type of update came on my phone and knocked it off. So let's run through this again. Pisces, general reading resonates, doesn't, take what does, leave what doesn't, switch it around, do the brown, roll it around, make the sound. Okay, listen. So you got the 1 in inhibition and you got the 5 in inhibition. These were clarified by the faith card, the discovery card, the gratitude card. Pisces. So the way I see it, you've gone out into the world, started dating, started meeting new people, starting applying for new jobs, starting applying for school, starting to do different things, really gaining attention. This is a very egocentric card in the way that that one dot right there, everything is focused on that, right? So you kind of probably spread yourself kind of thin, not really taking into account people's feelings, your feelings, attachments and whatnot. And now you're in a position, it may be a little bit conflicting because now you have to break out of this. You're wanting to break out of it because this relationship phobia, this commitment phobia that you have from situations that have happened in your past is still kind of on you. Okay, so there's a need with the faith card here. You got the faith and you got the gratitude here, purple, along with this one being purple. And the discovery card here, red, which is root chakra. There's a need for you to open up your perspective on how you see relationships. This is why you run from them or why you have fear of them, because you're defining them as what you've experienced in the past. You define a relationship as something that suffocates your individuality, that puts you in constraints. You might have been in relationships where people are constantly keeping tabs on you and using the fact that you guys are in a relationship as a justification for that. Or you should have done this, you were supposed to do that. And you just have a need to be really free. I'm going to say to you that as you redefine your definition of relationships, of healthy relationships, you might feel a bit different and you might not get this anxiety or this phobia. Because I'm hearing that whatever happened to you in the past is phobia worthy, quite frankly. It was bullshit. And it's something that you don't want to recreate or relive, and there's nothing wrong with that. But living in fear, there is something wrong with that, right? So there are plenty of healthy relationships out there that does not consist of drowning you, that does not consist of keeping tabs on you, trying to control you, tell you what you can and cannot do. There are healthy relationships out there, okay? So let's keep that in mind as we move forward, all right, Pisces? So what is your the lesson that you're supposed to learn in this? And you have solitude, which is the number 13 or the number 4, and follow the leader, which is also the number 4, and you got the bone collector out here too. So for me, this is talking about you kind of starting a new beginning, but kind of taking some time out to kind of see how you want to do this, right? So with follow the leader, you might have people in your life who work at the job that you want to attain, but not really committed to, or are in relationships. I really think this is relationship based, but we'll see. That they are married or whatever. If these are the type of situations that you admire, but it's just like your fear won't allow you to go there, go ahead and talk to these people. Figure out what it is that they did. Start to learn some secrets from them so you can further yourself and structure yourself and have what you want instead of living out of fear. Live fully, because this is not full living. You are denying and running from the highest vibration of all, which is love, and it's out of fear, which is one of the most primitive, instinctual energies of all. Okay, so let me move forward before something else happens and cuts off this video. So with your relationship sector, you have the overall energy is keep an open mind. Your energy is codependency. Their energy is new love and wedding. And codependency, I clarified that with the lovers, the chariot, the hierophant, and the two of swords. Yeah, so you are dead stuck on this definition of a relationship, on these past situations that you've had that has been very difficult, that has been very blinding for you almost, that has forced you to make decisions, to choose things that people should never be asked to choose about. Maybe family, maybe children, maybe money and job, and you know what I mean? Like, you were probably really with a real control freak. And so it left a bad taste in your mouth. Coming apart is a lesson that you're learning here. So this situation is probably going to be over because this person has new love and wedding here. So don't feel too bad, Pisces. I mean, I feel like usually you attract people that's like on that run or chaser shit. But I feel like this time, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, no fucking baloney. I feel like this person here is like, nah, I'm not about to do this. And that's good because at least that's one less person that you have to worry about, that you don't have to worry about hurting. Because again, you have to go through this process where you're letting people down easy or ghosting them or whatever the case may be. So this is one less person. Whoever this person is might have been the one that you were most attracted to or that you could really see a real connection with. Now, if you don't want to lose this person and you don't want them to go off and find new love, after you taking some time apart and some time to yourself to really get yourself in order, if you feel like you do want to continue to pursue this person, you're going to have to let go of control issues. You're going to have to release your ex, which is the past energies. You're going to have to express your love. And you're going to have to sit in a vibration of attraction, which is a vibration of acceptance and receiving, which is not a vibration of fear. Fear closes you down. This is the opposite. It opens you up. So you have some work to do. You have some self-discovery to do right up in there in that heart chakra. You have to build a new foundation for yourself in regards to relationships, okay? Pisces, that's if you want it. If you don't want it, I mean, I don't see why anybody would not want love. I can see why someone would be fearful, but once you get the tools to release the fear, especially you with your unconditional loving ass, most times until you get scarred and then you're like, fuck that. So moving forward, I asked, what energy can the Pisces harness in order to come up out of that energy and just come to a place where things are a little bit more balanced, a little bit more peaceful, right? Not so anxiety and nerve stricken. And you pulled, I am kind. And at the bottom of the deck, I consume only my fair share. So Pisces, be kind, be cognitive and conscious of how you make people feel. The fact that you're a charmer, that you're beautiful, that you're intuitive, that you're dreamy, and you attract people and they like you and they fall in love with you. So be very kind about how you move. I know that you make it clear that you're single or this or that or the third, but still, I think we had this conversation before. If it wasn't with you, then it might have been with the Aries. Y'all can watch the Aries video. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to, it's like defensive driving. Like, you can't just jump out here and just do what you want, how you want. I get it that everybody's grown, but just have some consideration. And what I consume only my fair share here. You know, you don't have to have 5 and 6 and 7 different people. I know it's for you, your own protection, but at the same time, it's hurting others. And then it ends up leaving you depleted as well. Right? Because you're not even allowing yourself to really take anything in from these people, probably except for like sex or money or like really material things, but not any depth. You know, your perception has to change for your grounding to change. So moving on, we are gonna do abundance. So it says obstacles and blocks are lifted. That's your past energy. So you probably did release some things. I feel like you spoke some things into existence. I feel like you cut out things that needed to be cut out, and you really started to get your money and your abundance in order. Well, let go of guilt here. And with obstacles and blocks, it could be this too, that you finally opened yourself up and went out into the world and started dealing with people. So let go of guilt in your present moment. So you could be definitely feeling guilty because anytime that you have this amount of people vying for your attention, whether you choose one or you choose none, someone's going to get hurt. Right? And you might feel guilty about it, but don't worry about it, Pisces. You know, it's part of these people's plan too. Allow yourself to shine. Don't shy away. I mean, I think you probably need to for the solitude part for a little while, but don't get too caught up in the shadow aspects of yourself, and don't beat up on yourself too much. Okay. So in the future, you got face your financial fears. And I think this is also talking about your love fears too. This is talking about investment fears, period. It's going to be a need for you to let that go. And not even just let it go. Face it. Embrace it. Take it in. Own it. It's yours. Okay? In order for you to conquer anything, it says you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear and that when you are honest with yourself about fears or of success or failures, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear and that every successful person has struggled with and released these same self-doubts. Okay? They set it out for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have what? Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Be sure to keep your heart chakra good as well, okay? No, guys, you gotta stop this. Y'all are really messing me up. I'm sorry. People keep calling and carrying on. Communication with union. Talk, guys. Tell people. You don't have to maybe necessarily express. Maybe you do. Maybe you do need to talk to somebody, Pisces. Talk to somebody about what you're going through. There's no shame in that. Talking to people about what you're going through. There's no shame in that at all. You could do that. Okay? Advice, it says fucking apologize. Just do it. If you hurt anybody, go ahead and apologize. And then it says don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking time alone and you know why. You need to get in touch with yourself, Pisces. You really need to. Okay, I think this video cut, unfortunately, a second time. So I'm going to sign off here. Hopefully it's not 2 videos. If it is, you'll see it in a lineup. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, Pisces.